energy have been building. And this is a special date on the college football calendar. Number 1 versus number 2 here late in the season. This, folks, is a potential national championship game preview, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's McIntyre. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, UCF. Strong game by this quarterback. Talk about a great way to start this game, Kirk, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple of drives to get comfortable. You can tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0.
That makes the score UCF 7, Missouri 0.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to advance on the football.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they get into the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. First down here for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second and goal for the offense.
Cut. Moves. Reload.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down. Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is called having confidence in an offensive line and a running back. Fourth down and goal, you pound it in for the touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The Knights come to the line to run the hurry up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. The Knights will have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Will he score here? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. It's a run to the left. Finds room at the 30. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense will make the stop and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ncaa 14, Missouri 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Downfield shot, ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he knocks that one right through.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
This one will be fair caught. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The shotgun running play called. A gain of 2 yards, and now it's second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Here we go, the coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. The Knights churn out another first down.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. It's a shotgun run call. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Catch made on the out route. Great cut, they whiff on him. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Knights pick up enough for a first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. The shotgun handoff here. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Second down play coming up. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
This will be a challenge now. 2nd and goal back at the 13. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Defense is coming after him. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, this defensive unit has certainly picked a great time to make a stand with back-to-back sacks, starting with that 1st and goal play. Curious to see if the defense revs up its engine and tries to apply some pressure here on 3rd down.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And the offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Now comes the field goal unit. The distance will be from 36 yards away. He knocks this one right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wide end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. And this pass is caught. Gets into space at the 50. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The offense really clicking here. 29-0. Here comes a first down pass attempt. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Hit as he released it. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Offense in hurry-up mode. First down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He lets it go on the move. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Looking to scramble now. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll hand it off. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 50 yards away. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knights will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
That completion makes it second and medium. The pocket breaking down. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, UCF.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Fights off the defender. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. The Knights come to a line in a hurry-up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And that's a solid game for the defense able to bring him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Knights look to keep this drive moving. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle over line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looks left and finds his target there. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Let's go.
They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Second and long, backed up at the 7-yard line.
Cricket.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught quickly. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. He pulls it in for a big gain. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. At the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Knights. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. Second down after that run on the previous play.
6-9-1, Gators score.
Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
3:25.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looking to throw it again. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? Crosses the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, UCF.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good as they build on this big lead.
That makes the score UCF 41, Missouri 10.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job with the coverage team.
First and 10.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Tailback with another carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Pitches to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Now, a 4th down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead.
Easy. Lion.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap.
Timber. Hornet.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looking to the end zone, and it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time, and if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Intercepted in the end zone. He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover.